this afternoon session. So this session is going to be addressed by our beloved principal, Professor Dr. K. Palanikumar sir, on the topic role and importance of entrepreneurship education in engineering curriculum. So our principal sir, Professor Dr. K. Palanikumar, an experienced professor with a demonstrated history of working in higher education industry. He is skilled in statistical data analysis, lecturing, curriculum development, and public speaking with strong education professional with a Doctor of Philosophy focused in the Department of Mechanical Engineering from Anna University, Chennai. Sir has completed post PhD work on machining of composites with Professor Paulo Davim, University of Aveiro, Portugal. He is one of the international expert in composite materials and he has organized many national and international conferences, technical symposia, and FDP programs. He has more than 5,000 citations with a credit, published more than 160 articles in SCI and Scopus Index journals. He has also received a grant in aid of around 1.5 crores from various funding agencies. So far, Sir has published around 15 patents and received many meritorious and best faculty awards from various governing bodies. His accomplishments includes Chairman of ISTE Kanjipuram Local Center, National Executive Member ISTE India, Executive Committee Member Society of India Local Center. He is an active member of many other professional membership bodies. So we are pleased to have you, sir. Kindly take over the session, sir, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the nice introduction. So I am going to give you a lecture on role of industry in entrepreneurship education, how it is going to be implemented, and what are the success factors it is possible through entrepreneurship education. So nowadays, entrepreneurship education is gaining momentum and importance because the students, those who are joining in engineering colleges, they want to become a job seeker. But we want to convert the student into the job provider. So that is an important thing for the engineers. Once the student is going to complete his BE degree, he must be a job provider so as to have an industry. How the industry is going to set up and how he is able to do work on creating a industry. That is very, very important. So the role of industry in entrepreneurship education is very, very important factor because the industry is focusing on many things. So they are nowadays also focusing on people, those who are working in the field of entrepreneurship education to create more people. Even in our NEP 2020 National Educational Policy, the entrepreneurship education is one of the important education sector. So the people, they can have separate entrepreneurship development cell in each and every institution. Tamil Nadu government also, they are playing role in developing the entrepreneurship education. So they have a separate office for the development of entrepreneurship education headed by an IAS officer. Also in central government, they are making lot of initiatives towards entrepreneurship education. So the entrepreneurship education is very, very important to know how the entrepreneurship is going to be carried out after completion of the degree course. So the role of industry in entrepreneurship education is very, very important because the industry play a major role. If the students are able to know what is happening in the industry, how this is happening, why this is happening, and those things if they are know, they are able to know how they are able to start an industry. So the starting of industry by a student is a difficult task. So before they are moving out, they must have to know how the things are going on in industry. The industry, how they are helping the people, those who are in academia, to improve their entrepreneurship education. So that is very, very important in the entrepreneurship education. So here, how the industry is participating in the entrepreneurship education, how this is going to be implemented, how what are the success factors available from this. These are discussed in detail. So here you see that our world is changing rapidly, and we are voyaging steadily towards a generation equipped with more technical knowledge and advancement. The future belongs to the innovators and leaders. Without having any innovation, we cannot survive in the world because everywhere you see that the people are using artificial intelligence, machine learning, and many more new paradigm of technology. Even in mechanical engineering, the people are using 3D printing. Using the 3D printer, now even metal objects are able to manufacture. So, like that, in all the walks of life, all the fields of engineering, new technology has been introduced and a new technology or innovation development is going on day by day. So that the students are able to know the entrepreneurship. So before going for the entrepreneurship, if they are having the innovative idea with very good detail, definitely they are able to start the industry with a new product. If this new product reaches to the market and if it is getting momentum, definitely the students are going to become a great entrepreneur. So that the innovation is the key for success. Those who are the innovator, they are only going to become a leader. So the future is belongs to the innovation and leader. So the leader must be a innovator, so who must invent something so that he is able to disseminate his knowledge to others how the innovation is going on in industry. But in our education system, it needs to adapt accordingly. The basic entrepreneurship programs will emerge as a path breaker and trendsetter, providing quite a beneficial initiative for future generation. So the basic entrepreneurship program will emerge as a path breaker. So nowadays the entrepreneurship education is not implemented in many of the places. But once we are implementing in all the institutions with great enthusiasm, definitely it make a new trend and it break every path so that path breaking technology and trend setting can be possible through the entrepreneurship education. It provides quite a beneficial initiative for future generation. If you are going to develop a new product, if you are going to develop a new things, definitely it will help the future generation so that they are able to make the new initiatives and these new initiatives will reach to the people. So we are able to have very good entrepreneurship. And for achieving this, the entrepreneurship education is very, very important. We must have to nurture the talents of our students from the initial stage itself. We start the entrepreneurship education and the implementation from the first year onwards. When they are coming to the second or third year, they must have to invent something, or they must have to innovate, or they must have to change something so that they are able to produce a new product. If this new product is very beneficial to the people, if it is a path breaking and a trend setting component, definitely it reaches to the people. So the sales and other thing will be increasing with respect to the innovation that is available in the particular product. So it generate very good revenue also for the entrepreneur. So if you are going to be a successful entrepreneur, definitely your product must be innovative and it should be new so that only you are able to make a path breaking and a trend setting products. What is entrepreneurship education? The entrepreneurship education focuses on developing real world skills that will help students to lead exceptional lives in a rapidly changing world. So, this education focuses on developing real world skills. What are the skills that are required for the day to day activities? The real world skills that will help students to lead exceptional lives in a rapidly changing world. The world is changing rapidly because of the introduction of the new components. When you are going to see even your cell phone, previously we have used many versions of the Android. Now, if you are going to see, many new versions are coming. Each and every version is different, and each and every day, many thousands of apps are grooming in software world. But how these are useful, how these are going to be implemented, how these are going to be developed, using that, how we are able to become an entrepreneur. These are very, very important. In entrepreneurship education, the teachers students crucial life skills such as it is able to have how to collaborate and work with a team. If you are an entrepreneur, you must collaborate with a team. If you are not a team builder, then you are not eligible for a entrepreneur. If you want to become an entrepreneur, you should be a team builder. The team builder only able to collaborate and able to make the product and able to disseminate the knowledge, able to find new things, able to have the innovation. If you don't have the collaboration ability, you are not able to become a entrepreneur. So that if you want to become an entrepreneur, then it teaches you how to collaborate and work with a team. Then it is also going to speak in public and prepare an effective presentation. So if you are an entrepreneur, the education give you how to prepare an efficient presentation. Because wherever you go, wherever you want to sell your product, you must have to give the presentation. Your presentation must be effective. How your presentation must be effective? This is possible only because of your capabilities and studies. The entrepreneurship education, it gives you this public speaking capability and prepare you for an effective presentation, so that you are able to present your product or you are able to present your idea in a proper manner. Then your idea will get momentum among the public and also the corporate, so that you are able to sell your product very much easier, for which the team building and the effective presentations are required. Then you know how to collect and analyze data. This is another one important thing. If you know the entrepreneurship education, it teaches you how to collect and analyze the data. Many of them we are collecting data from the different sources, but many of them they are not able to know how to analyze the data. We have to see each and every data, and then we have to analyze the data. If we are able to analyze the data properly, then only we are able to disseminate our knowledge to the people through the data analysis. So this data analysis and the collection of data is easily possible by entrepreneurship education. Then how to use social media as an advanced advocacy tool. So the use of social media is very, very important for the people, those who want to deliver. If you want to deliver something to the people, definitely you must aware about the social media. You can publicize your product in social media. You can publicize your idea in the social media, so that the social media is an effective tool, or it is an advocacy tool, so that we are able to use it properly. How we are able to use it properly? This is possible by means of entrepreneurship education. Then how to solve real complete problems that don't have a definitive answer. Also, we are able to solve real complex problems that don't have a definitive answer. If some problems are having a proper answer, then we are able to analyze it and we are able to solve it properly. How we are able to solve the complex problem? This is possible only because of the entrepreneurship education. If your institute is having a separate entrepreneurship education body, and if you are implementing it from the at least second year onwards, if the students are undergoing many entrepreneurship education activities and related to that, and if they are able to know about the statistical analysis and AI based analysis, definitely they are able to produce something for the benefit of the people. So, how we are able to solve the real complex problem, that is can be possible by means of using entrepreneurship education. How to use curiosity and creativity to find an innovative approach to the difficult problem. So, the education gives you how to use curiosity and creativity. So, the curiosity and creativity are an important problem. If you are able to solve this, definitely you are able to become an entrepreneur. How we are able to get those knowledges? So, these are provided by entrepreneurship education. The students learn to understand the product development cycle, come up with their own unique business proper proposals, and deliver multiple pitch presentation. If the students are able to know how to collaborate and work with the team, how to speak in public and prepare an effective presentation, how to collect and analyze data, how to use social media as an advocacy tool, how to solve real complete problems that don't have a definitive answer, how to use curiosity and creativity to find an innovative approach to difficult problems. So these are possible by entrepreneurship education. In entrepreneurship education, students learn to understand the product development cycle, come up with their own unique business proposals. So first they have to select the product, and they must have to disseminate the knowledge about the product. How this product is very useful for the people. If you know all those things, then you must, if you have your unique proposal, definitely you are able to achieve the target and you are able to achieve more. The benefits of entrepreneurship education for students. When you are studying the entrepreneurship education, it gives many benefits to the benefit of the student. The benefits include yes, benefits of entrepreneurship education for students. The entrepreneurship education teaches basic life skills. The students must have the basic life skills. What are the basic life skills that require, like punctuality, eagerness, how to deliver? So these are the basic life skills required for the student. So these basic life skills can be arrived and they are able to have it by means of using the entrepreneurship education. The entrepreneurship education enhances creativity in people. The creativity is very, very important. If we are able to think in a different way, definitely we are able to have more output and we are able to deliver a proper thing. So that the enhancing of creativity is very, very important. So this can be possible by means of using entrepreneurship education. Develops problem solving and identification capability. The problem solving is very, very important. When the computer science students, they are able to see the first year books, then they are able to see the problem solving by Python. Like not only the computer related solving method, even on day to day life, we must have lot of problem. How to solve this problem and how to identify the required things, that can be possible only by entrepreneurship education. So the entrepreneurship education for students develop problem solving skills, and they are able to identify the capability. So the capability identification and the problem solving skills are obtained by means of using entrepreneurship education. This entrepreneurship education boosts leadership quality. How we are able to become a leader, how we are able to be a team builder. These can be possible by means of using leadership quality. How we are able to improve our leadership quality. The improvement in the leadership quality can be possible by means of entrepreneurship education. Also, the entrepreneurship education prepare the students for an uncertain future. If they have uncertain future, how they are able to survive for the uncertain future. That is very, very important, for which we must have to prepare. How the people are going to be prepared? This can be possible by means of using entrepreneurship education. If a teacher is having proper skills and if they are able to develop entrepreneurship education on their own, definitely the students are able to have very good basic life skills. It enhances their creativity. It develops problem solving and identification capability. It boosts leadership quality, and also it prepares the students for an uncertain future. So the entrepreneurship education is very important education. It able to have very good capability for the students. This very good capability can be achieved only by the entrepreneurship education. The student journey to entrepreneurship. Okay, previously we talked about what do you mean by entrepreneurship education. This entrepreneurship education, how it improve the quality of the students. Now you see what are the student journey to entrepreneurship. The student journey to entrepreneurship. So they must have to generate idea, they must have to investigate the opportunities that are available. Proper planning is required for starting an industry or going to become an entrepreneur. Then resource gathering is another one important field. What are the resources that are required for our company? What are the office space required? What are the raw material required? What is the company size required? Everything they must have to decide. It is based on the resource gathering. Then product service development. So this is also another one important aspect. The service development for the product, then customer acquisition and yearly trading. So once you are able to have this knowledge, then you are able to uh, acquisition of the customer, then you are able to sell your product. So that is the yearly trial. If you have these skills like idea generation, opportunity, investigation, planning, resource gathering, product or service development, then customer acquisition. So these can be possible by means of this entrepreneurship education. So the key phases in Venture creation may not be completed frequently. Learning why triggers interest, curiosity. If you are going to be an entrepreneur, then you must have to learn how you are able to learn. That is very, very important. When you are going to learn, you must show interest. Then you can have curiosity. You have to plan how to learn. The learning is very, very important thing. Then we must have to able to know how we are able to plan for learning. That is very, very important. Response to problem or opportunity. So you must have to respond properly for the problem and also opportunity available. If you are not able to grab the opportunity or if you not able to solve the problem, you are not going to become an entrepreneur. So if you want to become an entrepreneur or if you want to have the entrepreneurship education, you must have planned learning. Then re- recognition of emergent of current need. The students must recognize the emergent or current need. What is the current situation? What is the emerging field that is available in the current situation? So these are very, very important. So the students, they must have to know about the recognition of emergence or current need. Then perception of information, knowledge or resource gap. So you must have a proper perception of informations that are available. Then using that, you apply your knowledge so that we are able to identify the resource gap. Once you are able to identify this resource gap, then you are able to implement the things very much easily. So you have learning through resources and full learning. You can have a personal. So learning resources, then learning what. So it is based on who, mentors and advisors. If you want to have the learning resource, these learning resources are possible by mentors and advisors, customers and suppliers, peers and entrepreneurs. Your peer group also very, very important. How, what are the type of peer group you can have? So these also decide your entrepreneurship capability. How course based events and workshop, how we are able to implement the entrepreneurship education, or how the student is able to grab the entrepreneurship education. This is possible by means of course based events and workshop. Through events and the workshop, we are able to give the input about the entrepreneurship. Exponential and discovery learning, e-learning, internet and TV, books. Through that, we are able to know about the entrepreneurship education. Personal, who managing multiple priorities, interpersonal relationships, self-efficiency. So these are the personal things that are required. How you are able to have these are possible by functions. So the functional requirement for an entrepreneur is innovation, marketing and selling, planning and managing finance, computing and digital media, intellectual property and law. So these are the some of the functional requirement for an entrepreneur. If you are going to become an entrepreneur, you must can have who, how, what are the personal requirements, what are the functional requirements. If you are able to know, then definitely you are able to know about the entrepreneurial planning. Role of industry in internship education. So that we in the past 2 or 3 slides, we have know about what do you mean by entrepreneurship education, how the teachers they are able to deliver entrepreneurship education to the students. As a student, how they are able to grab this. So these are very much important. In this situation, the participation of industry is an important thing. How the industry is participating in the entrepreneurship education. The Industrial Revolution forms the backbone of development of a nation. If you are going to take a nation, the industrial revolution is very, very important. If the nation is not having an industry, then it cannot be a developed nation. All the developed nations they can have the industrial revolution. So this industrial revolution forms the backbone of development of a nation. The industry participation in entrepreneurship education is essential. So the industry participation in entrepreneurship education is very, very essential. Without the participation of industry in the development of entrepreneurship education leads to unemployable graduates. The industry participation in internship education is essential. With the knowledge of the industry only the people are able to develop the industry. If the industry is not going to give any input to the students or teacher, definitely we are not able to convert our student into a entrepreneurship or entrepreneurial candidate. If you want to convert them into entrepreneurship, then definitely we must have the industry participation. The industry participation in the development of internship education leads to unemployable graduates. If you don't have the industry participation, then many of the students become unemployable graduates. If they are getting some input from the industry and if they are going to start an industry, definitely they are able to develop the industry and they are going to bring laurels to the field. If the industry participation is not needed or not viable, definitely that education is going as a waste. Industry participation in entrepreneurship education lead to the highly skilled manpower and it improves the quality of education as well industrial development. The industry participation in entrepreneurship education, it leads to the highly skilled people. So the people are able to know about the industry. So when they are going to starting the industry, then they are able to know about the pros and cons. So that they are able to act accordingly and they are able to develop the products. So that the entrepreneurship education, the industry participation is very, very important and it improves the quality of education as well industrial development. If we are able to improve the industry role in the entrepreneurship education, definitely we are able to go to the next level. The students are going to become an entrepreneur. So the industry development also increases. Automatically, the poverty rate reduces. The industry participation in the development of the entrepreneurship education is needed, which improves the academic ambience and enhance the teaching learning process. If the teachers are able to get input from the industry, definitely they are able to develop the product. The industry participation in the development of the entrepreneurship education is needed, which improves the academic ambience and it enhances the teaching learning process. If the teachers are having exposure to the industry and if they can have the training in the industry, then they are able to develop real things to their students. Because of that, they, they are able to improve the academic ambience and also they are able to have and enhance the teaching learning process. The importance of role of industry in the entrepreneurship education development. The study also suggests the improvements needed and related factors. The industry-based entrepreneurship education is needed for the industry. Even if the students are able to start an industry, they must need industry-based entrepreneurship education. The industry participation in development of curricula, training, and development are needed for the today's competitive world. The industry requires the student with great skills because each and every industry they require the students with great skills. The students, those who are having great skills, they are able to get employability, or if they are able to start an industry very much easier when compared to the ordinary student. The curriculum used in the entrepreneurship education is not meeting the standards of industry. The curriculum which is available in the academia for entrepreneurship education is not meeting the standards that are required for an industry. So that the industry participation in curriculum development also very much important one. Then only we are able to implement at the present our good curricula to the students. So that if you want to deliver a good curriculum, definitely the industry participation is required in the entrepreneurship education. The industry is in need of highly skilled and motivated graduates to produce greater output. The industry is in need of highly skilled and motivated graduates because the highly skilled and motivated graduates only going to become an entrepreneur. They are going to start a new industry and they are able to deliver very much easier. So that the industry is in need of highly skilled and motivated graduates to produce greater output. If the curriculum and the syllabus are modified according to the requirement of the industry, the embracing situation may change and the students are become industry ready. One of the important methods for achieving the competitive advantages through an institute industry cooperation. Wherever we can have the institute industry collaboration or cooperation, definitely we are able to deliver properly to the students. Even in the entrepreneurship education or not in engineering education. So both engineering education and the industry-based entrepreneurship education, we are in the need of participation of industries. The participation of industry improves the quality so that we are able to deliver it properly. Need for entrepreneurship education. The entrepreneurship education must be an entrepreneurial education which produces employment providing candidates instead of job. So the employment the graduates are able to provide instead of jobs. This educational scheme aims to provide skill development, awareness about trends in industry and societal transformation. Even the social transformation is easily possible by means of entrepreneurship education. The curriculum is developed in the higher educational institutions are not on the track of the industry need. At present, the curriculum available in the higher educational institution is not in the particular track. If the industry participation is implemented, definitely the curriculum development will be in the proper direction. The graduation with great motivation and the skills are needed for the development of the nation and the participation in the industrial revolution. Highly skilled graduates are needed for the nation to start an industry with great enthusiasm and motivation. If the capable students are starting an industry, then they are able to convert their small industry into a bigger industry within the short span of time by their hard working. So this can be easily changed by implementing the industry-based curriculum. The industry and the people who related to highly competitive research-based organization are essentially needed for the development of university and institute curriculum development. So the industry and the people who related to the highly competitive research-based organizations are essentially required. If they are able to develop the syllabus or curriculum, definitely the students are able to get very good benefit. The role of industry in the development of entrepreneurship education is very much essential, in which the curriculum used is a unidirectional document which describes the subject content with broad time allocation. The curriculum for the university or higher educational institution is developed based on the requirement of stakeholder. Whatever the requirement of the stakeholder, we are able to develop the interaction. The interaction creates very good curriculum and syllabi and very good deliverable system, so that we are able to make very good things by introducing the industry in the development of entrepreneurship education. The stakeholders' expectation should not be compromised. When implementing this, you should not compromise the stakeholder expectation. The curriculum must be developed as per the requirements of the government, and the job provides such as industries. Also, the competitions between the institution are to be considered. The curriculum must provide the basic and contemporary knowledge required for the particular discipline. When you are having the curriculum, so this curriculum must provide what are the things basically required and the contemporary knowledge for developing this. The curriculum is developed based on the analysis and brainstorming. The SWOT analysis is one of the important analysis which must be employed during the implementation of the curriculum. When we are going to implement the curriculum based on the industry needs, even we can go for a SWOT analysis. After the analysis, if you are able to implement the curriculum, definitely you are able to have a very good curriculum. The interaction between the industry is very much needed to improve the individuals, even who are in the traditional educational rank. The need for industry in engineering institution is essential for the present day world. The students must aware the recent industrial development, what is happening in the industry. The industry required skills are essential for the budding engineers when they are out from the engineering universities and institutions. So the industry required skills are required for the budding engineers. If they are able to grab the industry needs, definitely they are able to become a very good entrepreneur. Nowadays, the technological and the industrial advances improve the industrial productivity, since the industrial revolution taking place all over the world by year by year. Nowadays, the technological and the industrial advances are taking up day by day. So, this industrial revolution taking place all over the world by year by year. At present, we are in the midst of fourth wave consisting of digital industrial technology known as Industry 4. At present, even in the hardware industry, many people are using software. So the introduction of the cloud computing, machine learning, and the related technologies are developed for introducing it in the industry 4, so that the industry 4 we can have the cloud computing, machine learning, and the related topic. So nowadays, the robotics and automation, the mechatronics, and the related works are introduced into the industry, so that the introduction of new technologies is very, very important. It leads to the development, so that the industry participation in the development of entrepreneurship education is very much needed. Without the industry participation, we are not able to have. So this is the industry for industrial revolution. If we are going to see, first we can have mechanical loom. This is the first industrial revolution, end of 18th century. This industrial revolution through introduction of mechanical production facilities powered by water and steam. So previously the facilities are powered by either water or steam. So this is the first industrial revolution. In the second industrial revolution, start of the 20th century, we can have a true introduction of mass production based on the divisions of labor powered by electrical energy. In the first revolution, the water and the heat through steam is used for the first revolution. In the second revolution, introduction of electricity played a major role. In the third industrial revolution happened through introduction of electronics and IT for a further automation of production. So this happened in the start of 70s. Today we can have fourth industrial revolution. This is based on cyber physical production system, so that the day by day some changes are taking place in the industry. In the 18th century, even we don't have the electrical power, we have running the company or industry through water and heat power. But the introduction of electricity improves the processes in industrial revolution. In third industrial revolution, introduction of electronics and IT improves the automation process. Nowadays, cloud computing, machine learning, artificial intelligence, and the related concepts are used for the development. In this technical revolution, machines, sensor, and workpieces are connected through IT system. The 6 degree principles used in the Industry 4 are interoperability using Internet of Things and the Internet of Services, virtualization with virtual plant models, and simulation, decentralization to make decisions on the go, real-time capability to collect and analyze data, provide the insights needed, service orientation via the Internet of Services, modularity for changing requirements of individual models. So the industry needs personnel with enhanced capabilities such as good communication, ability to understand the problem solving involvement, and technical knowledge about the problem. Self confidence, personal initiative, willingness to change extra also required for the today industry. The possible ways of industry participation in curriculum development. So the curriculum in the industry focused the students can easily adaptable into the industrial environment. The possible industry participation, but not limited to the following. The industry-based curriculum can be introduced properly in the institution. First, develop the interpersonal skills of the students, thereby increasing the efficiency. We must have to develop the interpersonal skills of the students so that only they are able to do the work properly. In-plant training or internships are needed for the students regularly. Industrial visits are required. Research and lecture requirement, future requirements of the industry. Infrastructure development by industry funding. Innovation innovative project we must have to develop. So these are the certain point so that the possible industry participation as able to improve the productivity of the people so that we are able to have very good entrepreneurship education. So we are able to convert our students into a entrepreneur. The typical institute industry participation implementation phase. Plan for industry participation and implementation. Then you assess. Then discuss the industrial implementation strategy in the institutional development and curricula implementation. So the curricula can be developed by industry by sitting together both academia and industry. Then if you are developing a curricula, then definitely the curricula will be more useful. Make a brainstorming session to implement the industrial strategies. So discuss and produce many strategies and we are able to implement to the people so that automatically the entrepreneurship education improves. Implement the strategy by getting the feedback from the stakeholder. After the implementation, we must have to get the feedback from the stakeholder. Based on the feedback, we must have to improve the quality so that we are able to attain the levels by further discussion and presentation. These are some of the advantages of industrial role in institution. The advantages of industrial role in institutions are development of entrepreneurial culture. If you are having the industry, definitely the students are able to know about the industrial practices and things are happening. So the development of entrepreneurial culture, industry sponsored conferences, implementation of quality projects, research project, industrial visits, exchange of experts, industrial case studies, internship in industries, in-plant training, production of industry-based videos, on the project training and development, because the students are prone to the industry. They are able to do their project in the industry. Critical thinking and evaluation in work culture, guest lecture by eminent industrialists, on-the-job faculty training, paid vacation internship for students, process analysis through project, industrial database creation, industrial experience to the faculty and students. These are some of the advantages possible, and the people are able to have a role in this institution. In the industry institute interaction, we are able to have exchange of ideas and knowledge so that the curriculum improvement, research development, knowledge sharing, systematic improvement are possible through the industrial role in institution. So the industrial role develops industry institute interaction so that the knowledge between the industry and the institute can be exchanged. So this leads to the better curriculum development, better research, better knowledge sharing, and we are able to implement this in a systematic manner. Apart from that, we can have the following advantages like case studies and implementations, campus recruitment, faculty development training programs, conducting value-added courses to the students, improvements in innovation thinking of students, improvements in infrastructure by industry funding, knowledge in solving real-time problems, improvement in practical learning, students develops multifaceted career support, develops the systematic improvements in strategic planning, improve technical knowledge of students, improve the local regional developments to the students. The students get practical and analytical thinking with innovation in mind. If you have the industry participation in academia, develop strong leadership among the students, improve quality institute relationships, case studies and implementations, campus recruitment. Everywhere the industry plays a major role so that we are able to have a very important things that is able to happen in the institute by industry participation. The success is some of the success factor for the implementation of institute and industry interaction. The industry has played a major role in the institution development. It could develop the skills of the engineers and the technologists, thereby motivate the graduates to come up in their life. The industrial role in the universities and institutions develop the moral and responsibility of the students, thereby improves the local and regional development, both economically and mentally, by increasing the employability of the students. So the employability of the students, also the students are able to become an entrepreneur, can be possible by an entrepreneurship education by participation, industry participation. Implementing the institute industry interaction. The institute achieve the vision, mission, and the quality requirement. The improvement in the skills of the students enhance the outcome. Thereby, the institution achieves the goals of outcome-based accreditation. The quality of the students' ability is increasing due to the implementation of the industrial practice. The students are able to have more practical knowledge. Because of this, the students are able to think faster and they are able to bring innovations in their life. So, the leading to the innovative life is possible by industry participation. The industrial relation improves the mindset of the faculty by improving their leadership, practical, and analytical thinking qualities. The industrial sector also benefited through the interaction. The leadership qualities and the research capabilities of the industrial persons are improved by conducting the conferences, seminars, and leadership conferences. The research trends and the development of new products of industry and academia can be improved by incorporating the industry institute partnership. Finally, the quality and the governance of the institution can be improved by incorporating industry in the academic sector, so that the industry participation is very important. So the institute industry partnership is able to provide enhanced leadership, information sharing, practical knowledge, confidence and trust, innovative ideas, improved working environment, skill improvement, industrial research, interaction, communication improvement, knowledge sharing, managerial excellence, improvement in institutional governance, quality in teaching, industry sponsored initiatives, implant training, internship, micro projects, funded projects, faculty development, new product development, industry-based academic research, campus placement, and improved performance are possible by institute-industry partnership. So this is the entrepreneurship university model. If we are using this entrepreneurship university model, then we are able to have leadership commitment. We have Center for Environment and raising awareness, and we are able to have performance improvement. The conclusions of this work are: this generation presentation discusses the role of industry in the entrepreneurship education. The industry participation is need for the improvement of the university and institute. The industry participation definitely improves the quality of the institution. The implementation of industry partnership in industry improve the student skills, innovative aspects, and their capability. The socio-economic relationship also improves due to the application of partnership. The students' capability is increased and they become the industry ready candidate. The interaction and the placement capability of the students also can be improved. The industry sponsored institutes are capable of providing very good practical knowledge to the students. Industrial visit, summer internship, and other practical exposure required for the students can be improved. The curriculum developed through the industry sponsorship improve the quality of faculty members as well the industry people. This system develops very good ambience for collaborative research and on-campus entrepreneurship. So, the implementation of industry participation in the education improves the quality of entrepreneurship education so that we are able to implement the industry participation in industry. So, without the participation of industry in the institutional development, we are not able to achieve. So that in the entrepreneurship education, industry participation is very much important and is needed. Thank you very much for your display. Thank you for thank you Anand. Thank you for the organizers for the meeting and all this. Thank you. Any
Thank you.
suggestions or queries, please ask me.
Sir,
Thank you.
good evening, sir. I'm
Yes,
Dr. P.K. Chidambaram from New Prince Bhavani. Hello.
yes, please.
Uh, it is a wonderful eye-opener session, but I am having one small doubt. So,
Yeah, tell me,
uh,
tell me.
the entrepreneurship, that knowledge development innovation area, there is a curriculum. In this curriculum anything is there? I think in our curriculum not there. I think curriculum itself we are going to modify in our university, sir.
Yeah. No. In seventh and eighth semester, in the elective subject, we can have some
Yeah,
subjects.
that should be in
But
uh, 4.
most probably this year they are going to change the syllabus. When they are
Yeah.
going to change the syllabus, according to the government initiatives and also on the advice by the central government, they are going to improve the syllabus. I think in this eighth semester, they can have a compulsory subject on entrepreneurship and education.
Um, So, one more question, sir. The companies are not at all showing the interest towards the collaborate with the institute because company not benefited. I
Yeah.
think they are thinking like that. So we have to do something to industry, and the industry also do something to our college. So we have to interchange the knowledge as well as the
No,
techniques. Then only it
no.
will good. No.
The problem is we are not able to attract the companies. That is our problem.
Yeah.
Because suppose if you are going to see Anna University and IIT and the related big universities, many of the
Uh,
companies they are sponsoring lab, this, that, many things. but in our self-financing institutions, the companies are not showing interest. But
Yeah.
gradually, if we are able to improve the innovation, research, and development, and if we are able to develop something for the industry, definitely we are able to attract the people from the industry. So the industry participation is viable. Even in our institution, gradually we are increasing partnership. We have developed some component for Asok Island also, based on the material science. So likewise, if we are developing something, then we are able to attack the industry people. Then only the interaction is possible. Otherwise, it is difficult. Whatever you are
So
saying is correct.
it is possible to implement all the colleges, so many colleges in an
That is not feasible.
all are struggling with basic thing, but they have to set up research activities and all is very difficult. No, they are not want to spend money in that area. That is also a problem.
Yeah.
So government will also give some provision to set up research in all the institution. It is possible, sir.
Government how they give to all the institutions, but we
Very
can
difficult.
have many organizations. You
Yeah, sir.
approach the
Yeah,
organizations and they get funding, so that only it
funding.
can be implemented. In our
Uh,
institution, we have got around more than 1 crore
Okay, okay, sir.
to
Like that,
funding.
a few some of the
Uh,
institution definitely doing well,
uh,
but not all. That's a worry. Okay, sir. Thank you
thank
very
you,
much for wonderful, inspiring answers. Delighted, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Participants, any other participants, if you have any query, please come online. So, thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable presentation. In spite of busy schedule, have accepted the invitation and you spent your time with us, sir. Thank you for that. And thanks everyone for your patient listening and being here. Thank you, everyone.
Very much.
அனுப்புனதான ஃபீட்பேக் லிங்க் எல்லாம்
The
தேங்க்ஸ்.
feedback. Where is the feedback, gentlemen? You are searching, eh? It's coming, yeah. It's not coming. அவர்கிட்ட தான் கேட்டேன், அவனை கேள்வி. இது ரிசர்ச் பையன் வந்து எங்க நம்ம செட் பண்ணோம்ல, கிளாஸுக்கே நம்ம இல்லை எங்க ரிசர்ச் செட் எல்லாம் பண்றது. அப்ரோச் ஆர்கனைசேஷன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி பீப்புள் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியே காட்ட மாட்டான். அவனுக்கு 10 வருஷம் ப்ரோஜனம் கிடையாது இல்லையா? நம்மளுக்கு ஓகே, அவனுக்கு ஒர்க் ப்ரொடக்ஷனை ஸ்டாப் பண்ணிட்டு உட்காந்துருப்பான், டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். முன்னாடிலாம் ஐசிஎஃப்ல அனுப்பிச்சோம், அவனே எவ்வளவு பண்றது இல்ல.
Hello,
Yeah.
sir. Feedback, sir.
Hello, feedback.
Hello. Sir, feedback is not put up in the chat box.
Hello, feedback.
Mobile or कसं जायचं?
Hello, Dr. Sanmugh Sundar. Are you in the line? Hello.